Hello and welcome to another episode of Wristwatch Overhauling. Today we're going to dive back into more tools. Also, I'd like to thank each and every one of you who has tuned in to this new channel and watching my journey. It's been wonderful, and thanks very much for joining me. And for those of you who have commented below on previous videos of other items that I might need, thank you so much. I've picked up some of those. Some of them I already had, just didn't have time to put them in the video, but we're going to get into them all today. Right now we're going to take a look at the Bergeon Balance Cock Support Tool. It's the 7995. So this tool is basically just a support for your balance wheel. It's a support tool that allows watchmakers to hold the bridge of the balance wheels while you adjust the beat, straighten out kinks or in the hairspring, or when adding or removing washers, and much more too. I wouldn't consider this a necessary item, but seems like a good thing to have. I guess some tools you have to break down on whether or not you think they're important enough to spend the money on them. This one was a relatively inexpensive item. It's the Bergeon 6744 P1S, S standing for the soft band support block. Basically lets you put your watch in here and remove the band without damaging the watch or anything around it. And I've already had to use this one, so it's a good item to have. This tool here isn't necessary to have, but it does make life much easier. Of course, this is the Bergeon 4854 Canon Pinion Remover Tool. And just as the name suggests, it's for removing Canon pinions. Makes things much easier instead of using a set of tweezers and accidentally damaging the Canon pinion. This will give you the ability to grab the Canon pinion from all angles and remove straight up without any damage. And with the plastic tip, this will prevent any scratching or damaging to the watch movement, and fits pinions from 1.2 millimeters to 1.8 millimeters. Great item. Just out of curiosity, what are your favorite tools that you have in watchmaking? Comment below. I also picked up a couple of sticks from Bergeon. This is the Bergeon 6436 Polysteering Utility Pick. And as you can see on this end, it's pointed. It's perfect for cleaning, scraping things, getting any debris out, and unlike pegwood, it won't absorb the oils. And on the other end is a flat end, which is perfect for holding down parts, positioning parts, just keeping things under control as you're working on them. And it measures 135 millimeters long and is about 4 millimeters in diameter. Now the Bergeon 7010 black Polymide probe stick is a much sturdier stick than the red version. As you can see, we're here in the red version, it's much more flimsier. The red one is sturdy, so you can hold down parts, get some good cleaning in on a watch. And since it's sturdier, you could use it to pry some things up if need be. And also, just like before, this one won't absorb any moisture, oil, or grease, unlike a peg would. But perfect for holding down parts. I think this is going to be a great tool, and we'll be using this one most often. And it has the pointed tip and the flat end, 4 millimeters wide. Length is 150 millimeters and 5.3 millimeters in diameter. And now for one of my favorite tools, the Bergeon 6899 S10 Ergonomic Watchmaker Screwdriver Set. Has 10 screwdrivers with a rotating base, and this thing is awesome. The rotating base is so smooth, perfect for finding that perfect screwdriver that you need. And of course, they are Swiss-made screwdrivers. They are all hardened stainless steel, and they are color-coded for easy identification. Perfect for long hours of work. The rubber grips are ergonomically made to cause less stress when being used on a regular basis. Each screwdriver comes with 2 extra blades. Perfect if you happen to damage one of them, you can replace them with ease. You just unscrew it there, pull out the old blade, put in a new one. Very simple. And the fact that they come with the matching color cases to hold the blades is perfect. Sits right in front of them so you don't lose them. All right, let's take a look at each individual screwdriver. We're going to start with largest to smallest. This is the 3 millimeter. And that was the brown. The blue is the 2.5 millimeter. And the lighter green is the 2 millimeter. Just love the feel of these. All right, and the pink is the 1.6 millimeter, getting a little smaller. And the next gray one is a 1.4 millimeter. Red, which happens to be my favorite color, is the 1.2 millimeter. And the red was the start of the smaller screwdrivers. This black is the 1 millimeter. Yellow is the 0.8 millimeters. And the white is the 0.6 millimeters, getting very tiny. And once again, these are the ergonomic screwdrivers that just seem to fit right in your hand perfectly. Perfect set. And last but not least is the orange at 0.5 millimeters. Practically looks like a needle. And as I said, each screwdriver comes with 2 extra blades and slides right in front of them. And that's the Bergeon 6899. Beautiful set. All right, I saved the best for last. And most watchmakers know this feeling right here. Oh, that just feels so good. The Bergeon 5-piece watch mainspring winder set, left and right. So I picked this up from Esslinger.com, and what's nice is it has the 5 drums, 5 left-hand arbors, which are the blue dots, and the 5 right-hand arbors, which are the red dots. And this is the left-hand winding handle, as you can see with the blue. Basically like a plunger. And you just pop this arbor right on here, tighten it down, and what's nice is the arbor fits both the left and the right hand handle, so you use it for each side. And you'd have your mainspring hooked onto that handle, and that's the little hole that it would be sticking out. And since this is a left hand, you would spin it left hand. And after you wound your mainspring, you would carefully remove the handle, which would leave the mainspring within the plunger of the handle. Then it would be just as simple as popping that mainspring right back into the holder, making a beautiful sound. And this is all made out of brass. I believe the inside is steel. but just wonderful craftsmanship with these. Then it comes with this nice case to keep everything perfectly clean, perfectly organized. And let's take a look at the right hand. I do wish they would have put the red circle around the top, but what can you do? But same scenario, putting it in. This is just for the right hand turn. I originally purchased a cheaper mainspring winder set, but as I looked at it, it just didn't feel right, and I knew that I wanted to go with one of the best here. Comment below what's your opinion on the more expensive mainspring winders or the cheaper mainspring winders. The sizes that are included are the number 4, which is a 7.8 millimeter, the number 5, which is an 8.6 millimeter, 6, which is a 9.8 millimeter, and 7, which is a 10.8 millimeter, and also the 8, which is a 12 millimeter. So this was by far my biggest purchase as far as tools. It is the most expensive tool out there. Pretty happy with it though. Looks very nice. Can't wait to start using this and start getting my money's worth on this one. So this is it for this video. I appreciate you following me and clicking that subscribe button. And I got new videos coming with more tools before we get started on some watches.